Write down subheading rules for differentiation. Rules for differentiation. Rules for differentiation. In this first rule says, the first rule we call it as differentiation of a constant. Differentiation of a constant. There is another word for differentiation, we call it derivative, right? You can use the word that also. The differentiation of constant. Differentiation or derivative of a constant. What will be the differentiation of a constant? So simply you have to remember that the first rule of differentiation, we can call it as the first rule of differentiation, right? It says that differentiation of a constant function is 0. Just simply you can remember, you have to remember this. What is that? The differentiation of a constant or constant function, any word you can use. The differentiation of a constant is 0. Differentiation of a constant is 0. So like let us take it with the help of an example. If y is equal to c, where c is constant, where c is what? Constant, then according to the symbol of differentiation of y with respect to another variable, the two variables are there. One is y, another is a constant variable. It's not a variable parameter, it is a constant parameter. So then dy by d, usually we'll try to take the differentiation with respect to variable parameter x, but here it is not depending on variable parameter. In this case, as it is fixed constant, then in this case we'll take this as 0. The differentiation of a constant is 0. Here dy by dx, let us write this another way. Dy by dx is equal to d by dx of y is equal to c, right? So you can write like this: d by dx of c. That is where c is constant. The differentiation of constant with respect to x is 0. This is the meaning of it. What is the meaning of it? You can ask this lesson. What is the differentiation of constant with respect to c? You may ask. I will try to give you this meaning of this graphically also. Differentiation of constant with x is 0 means differentiation is what? Change in y with respect to x, or change in c with respect to x. Let us take a small graph to give you the meaning of this. This is y, this is c. Are you following or not? This is c can be any value, constant value, 2, 3, 4, or 10, or 20, or any value. Are you following or not? So let us say this is some c. Y is equal to some c, fixed value. So if x is 0, y will be having c because it is not depending on x. If x is equal to this is x, not c, this is x. Horizontal axis is x. If x is 1, y will be c. If x is 2, y will be c. If x is 0 is also this c, 1 equal to c. If x is 2 also it is c. Likewise, for any value of x, y is fixed. It is a constant. So if you join all these lines, you will get a constant curve. So then that means, see, if y is changing, then you may get the change in y, delta y or dy is equal to y2 minus y1. So if it is something like, if it is some value, c is equal to, say this is 1, 2, 3, something like this is some 3. For example, I'm telling, if it is 3, so if between two values of x1 equal to, this is x1, this is x2, let us say, x1 equal to 1, y1 is 3, x2 equal to 2, y2 is also 3. So change in y is equal to y2 minus y1 is equal to 3 minus 3, for example, if it is equal to 0, whereas dx is equal to x2 minus x1 is equal to 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. We are getting some positive value of change in x, but as change in y is 0. Why? Because it is constant. That is why you can say, what is that? Differentiation of y with respect to x, differentiation of a constant with respect to x is 0. With respect to differentiation of x with respect to constant is 0. Differentiation of y with respect to x, where y is constant, is 0. That is the meaning of it. You can understand in different ways: mathematical way, graphical way, or geometrical way. So note down this, everyone. Note it down. The first rule: differentiation of a constant. The differentiation of a constant is 0. Any value that constant can be a, b, c, k, any symbol you can use that for, any numerical value also you can use that. While doing the examples you'll understand more clearly about this point, about this rule. Next rule, second rule, we call it as Power Rule. Second rule is given a name called Power Rule. Power Rule. So what is this Power Rule says? So if you are having just like there will be two variables x and y. So if y is equal to power of x, then how to find the differentiation is given by this Power Rule. So I will give you just a kind of a mathematical relation here. If y is equal to x power n, where n is an integer, n is equal to integer. So power of this integer is power of x. So x is variable here, is a independent variable. This is dependent variable. This is depending on x. So if y equal to x power n, where n is an integer, then derivative of y with respect to x, or differentiation of y with respect to x is given by n into x power n minus 1. So you see here, so these rules we have to use just like a kind of standard relations. Here we are not going to discuss how to get this and all. Okay, you have to use these relations as standard relations. So note it down. If Power Rule says that if y equal to x power n, where n is an integer, then dy by dx equal to n into x power n minus 1. This is the differentiation of y with respect to x. This is also called as a differentiation of a polynomial function. This is called polynomial function, x power n. Note it down. Note down fast quickly. Finished? Ataita?
Yes, sir.
To understand, you can do a few simple examples here itself. Some examples. Say for example, first example. If y is equal to x square, then find, if y is equal to x square, find the derivative of y with respect to x. Derivative of y with respect to x is nothing but what? Find dy by dx. Yes, how to do it? Let us see here the solution. I will give you the solution here for you. Dy by dx is equal to d by dx of y is nothing but x square. So it is in the form of d by dx of x power n. Here, this one more way you can write this also, Nana. Here, this formula also, the rule also. Dy by dx can be expressed as d by dx of y is x power n. So d by dx of x power n is equal to n into x power n minus 1. This is how you have to do it. You have to write this. Same way, it is a d by dx of x power n, x power 2. In place of n, we have 2. So keep in place of n here also you keep 2. And into x power n minus 1, n in place of n we have 2. So 2 minus 1. It is equal to what? 2 into x. 2 minus 1 is 1. So 2 into x power 1, or simply you can say 2x. So differentiation of x square is 2x. Arthaita? So find dy by dx. So therefore dy by dx is equal to 2x. Is equal to 2x. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So likewise, you have to do the differentiation of polynomial functions. It's not only like this. So I will give you one more example to understand this. One more example. See here, another example. Yes, you guys have to give the answer in the chat box, Nana. If y is equal to 1 by x square, if you have, instead of x square, if you have 1 by x square, this can be expressed as x power minus 2 by bringing this to numerator. Are you getting this or not? X power minus 2 you can write. Now, if x is equal to, actually that we can see later. If y is equal to 1 by x square, find dy by dx. Find dy by dx. Yes. Now, as part of solution, you have to do that simplification. As y equal to this, then you can write dy by dx is equal to d by dx of 1 by x square. You have to take this x square in denominator, you have to bring it to numerator, and you have to write it as d by dx of x power minus 2. Now you have to use that formula, Pawel Rule. According to Pawel Rule, d by dx of x power n equal to n into x power n minus 1. Right? You have to write every time here so that you will have to remember. At any time you should be able to tell that rule, Pawel Rule. According to Pawel Rule, d by dx of x power n is equal to n into x power n minus 1. In place of n, you have minus 2 now. So this is equal to minus 2 into x power n minus 1. In place we have minus 2. So minus 2 minus 1, it becomes minus 3. So it is equal to minus 2 into 2, minus 2 into x power minus 3. This further, x power minus 3, you can write by bringing this x power minus 3 into down to denominator, you can write it as by x power plus 3. So minus 2 by x power 3 you can also you can write. So this is also can be expressed as is equal to minus 2 by x power plus 3. Yes or no? So depending on the options, if the options are in the options, if it is given that you have to take, otherwise this you have to take. Arthaita? So here this formula you have to keep in mind. Because of this formula you got that. So note it down, everyone. Finished?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. So now I will give you a few more examples. So just I want answers from you guys immediately, like fast. Just I will give you a few functions, simple functions only. Simple functions only. Let's say y. If first example, if y is equal to x, then what is dy by dx? Second example, if y is equal to x square, what is dy by dx? Right?
X square is
And third example, if y is equal to x cube, what is dy by dx? Second rule is Pawel Rule. Third rule we call it as a constant multiple rule. Constant multiple rule. So what it says is, say for example, it says that just I will give in the form of a mathematical notation only. So if you are having, if y is equal to a function of x, if y is equal to some constant into function of x, if y is equal to some constant k into function of x, let us say f of x or u of x, anything you can take, k into u of x, u is a function of x, you can take it as a k into f of x also. So different ways you can take it, no problem, where k is constant, where k is equal to constant. Then differentiation of y with respect to x, that is dy by dx is equal to d by dx of k into what? K into u of x. Right here, when you come across constant multiple rule, that means if a function is a what is that, multiple of a constant, then you have to take the constant out, then and you have to differentiate. Then k into d by dx of u of x. Arthaita? Is it clear? This is how you have to do when you come across any function which is a multiple of constant. Okay, that function of u of x is a function of x. It can be any function, trigonometric function or polynomial function, logarithmic function, any function. So note it down. Note down this example. If y is equal to 3x square, then dy by dx is equal to d by dx of 3x square. It is a constant 3 times x square. So this constant you have to take out, then you have to differentiate x square only. 3 into d by dx of x square, you have to do it. Then it is equal to 3 into d by dx of x square is 2x. So this is equal to 6x. This is how you have to do it. So therefore, dy by d, if y equal to 3x square, then dy by dx is equal to how much? 6x. So write down next rule number 4. Sum rule. Okay. What this rule tells about? What this rule tells is, if you are having a function which is sum or even difference also will be considered as a sum under sum only. Okay, so if u, there are two variables and two or more you can consider for that matter. If u is u of x, function of x, and v is v of x, means it is also function of x, then instead of using the word, just a proper terminology you have to use it here. And if u equal to function of x and v is a function of x and y is equal to u plus v, means u of x plus v of x also can take, or u minus of u plus or minus you can take in general, whether it is u plus v or u minus v in both cases, then dy by dx, then find dy by dx. So the sum rule, it says that if this is the case, then dy by dx is equal to d by dx of y is nothing but u plus or minus v. It can be u plus v or u minus v. Again I'm telling, this is equal to d by dx of u plus or minus d by dx of v, which is a function of x, right? Example 1. Another example. If y is equal to 2x cube plus 1, then find dy by dx. Yes. Now to find dy by dx, what we have to do? So the solution says dy by dx is equal to d by dx of what is y? Y is 2x cube plus 1. Yes or no? Here 2 is a number and here 1 is also a number. So here first you have to here this may be a function of x or some constant also. So in this case you can write it as, you have to write it as it is a sum of two functions, or you can write this for understanding purpose 2x cube plus 3x. Let us take 3x, 2x cube plus 3x plus 2, again plus 2. Just I'm modifying the question and I'm modifying the question a little bit. 2x cube plus 3x plus 2. Okay, so in this first what we have to do is, according to the sum rule, if you have sum of two or more functions, so if two or more functions, you have to apply the differentiation to every parameter. So according to this is equal to d by dx of 2x cube plus d by dx of this, d by dx of is apply it should be applied to on this d by dx of 3x plus this d by dx apply on this next term d by dx of 2, d by dx of 2. Is this step clear, everyone? Yes or no? Is it clear? Now what you have to do is, you see, yes ma?
Sir, is the final answer 6x square plus 5?
Final answer?
Is it 6x square plus 5?
5. Not 5 ma, not 5.
Okay, sir.
6x square is correct, but another term is not correct. You see here, now this can be expressed as 2 is a constant, take out, then differentiation of x cube becomes 3x, right, into 3x plus here 3 is constant, take out, into differentiation of x is 1 plus here d by dx of 2. 2 is a number, so you have to take it as a constant. There is no x variable. You are differentiating with respect to x. When you are differentiating with respect to x, if there is no x variable, then that kind of term will be taken as constant. Did you understand now? When you have to take it as constant, when you are differentiating with respect to x, if there is no x in this given function, then that term will be taken as constant. Okay. So if as it is a constant, then differentiation of that will become 0. Now you got the answer. Now I hope you got the answer. Oh, sorry, this is 3x square, Nana. 3x 3 into x power 3 minus 2, 3 minus 1, that is 2, 3x square. So 3 into 2 is 6. So this is equal to 6x square plus what? 3. So dy by dx is equal to 6x square plus 3. What is product rule? What is product rule? If u is equal to u of x, means if u is a function of x and v is equal to v of x, means v is also a function of x, and y is equal to u into v, means it is a function, it is a product of two functions, both are functions of x, then dy by dx is equal to d by dx of uv, u into v. So this product rule can also be called as uv rule. In general, product rule or uv rule. Okay, so this says that d by dx of uv is equal to, you have to remember this rule. Okay, so first function you have to keep it as it is, u as it is, into dv by dx, you have to take dv by dx plus next function is v, keep that v as it is and differentiate the first function with respect to x, du by dx. So this is called as a product rule. So take down this in a box. Take down this in a box. So product rule says this. Is it clear, everyone? Actually speaking, directly just you can take this itself as a product rule. D by dx of this uv is equal to u dv by dx plus v du by dx is product rule. Or some books will give you like this also. This can be expressed as simply as u dv plus v du also they may give. dv means differentiation of v with respect to x. du means differentiation of x u with respect to x. We call it as partial differentiation. Okay. So this way also you can express. What is that? When you take differentiation of uv is equal to this. D of uv is equal to, means differentiation of uv with respect to any variable. If it is a function of x, then by dx. If it is a function of t, then by dt. Like that you can have to take it. D of uv means differentiation of u into v is equal to that. Has it finished?
Yes, sir.
Right. Next rule is a quotient rule. Write down next rule. Sixth rule. We call it as quotient. Quotient rule. What is this quotient rule? Let us see. Quotient rule says that the same thing is applicable for quotient rule also. Okay, what is that? If the general description is same, but the final rule will change. Quotient rule says that if u is a function of x and v is a function of x, and if y is equal to u by v, ratio of these two functions, then quotient rule says that dy by dx is equal to d by dx of y is nothing but u by v. We call it as u by v rule. Product rule can be called as uv rule. Quotient rule can be called as u by v rule. We can also call it as u by v rule. uv rule and u by v rule. So it is nothing but quotient rule. This is equal to, whenever you come across a ratio of two functions, then in such case the denominator function you have to take it as directly square of that function. How to get, just that we are not worrying here. Okay, the final relational rule only you have to remember in this case. Okay, so v square you have to take in denominator. If whatever v is there, that just square it and keep it here. Then the same v you keep it here. Then differentiate u. That is, you have to take it as du by dx. You have to take du by dx minus. Then first function you take it as it is u into differentiate second function dv by dx with respect to x. This is called as quotient rule. D by dx of uv is this. Otherwise, or simply you can say d of u by v if you take means differentiation of this with respect to their variables. A variable of x or y or t or z or t or whatever it is, or theta or whatever it is, then you can take like this only, but in a different way. What is that is v square into v du minus u dv. This way also, right? If you take only d of this instead of d by dx of this, if you have d by dx of this, differentiation should be with respect to x only. Otherwise, if any pair of parameters you are taking, this way you can take it. This is called what rule? Quotient rule. Take it down, everyone.